Is there any? There will be translation in the back.
We do, yeah, we don't have a headset for the top table. Okay, now if you wouldn't mind just taking a seat behind the Japanese journalist, I think that'll probably be the best way to help us, because it doesn't look we're reset up properly, so we'll just get underway. Given that we've got translation, if you wouldn't mind just trying to speak slowly, just helping out who's going to translate, and we'll get on.
So there's no...
Do we have a headpiece? Yes, yeah. But
for me?
Gregor doesn't.
Are you going to translate now? The questions?
No, I was just going to do it. That's fine.
Okay.
Let's just get started.
Gregor, World Cup is months, if not years, in the planning. Now that it's arrived, it's here. Do you feel like your team is ready to give the best account of itself?
Yeah, I believe so. And I've seen that through the way they've trained, the way they've acted in the last few days. We've had 2 of our best ever training sessions. So as a coach, you get excited about things like that. And also I see the experience that we have in our squad this weekend. So that counts for a lot in big games.
How do you approach it with the players in terms of the mindset? Do you try and downplay the game almost to approach it like any other, or do you try and feed off the magnitude of the occasion?
Well, it is what it is. It's an opening game of It's the opening game of a World Cup. You play a team who are currently ranked number 1 in the world, but obviously we know they're a very good team, a team that we play every year. So you can't disguise it as anything else than a hugely important game against a very, very good side.
The last couple of meetings with Ireland, there's been maybe a case of missed opportunities for Scotland. What has to change in your eyes from those performances to turn it into a win on Sunday?
Well, we have to take the opportunities, and we have to limit the opportunities that Ireland get, because they've shown over the last 2 or 3 years that they do take opportunities. They get into opposition 22 and they come away with points. So for us, we have to win all the big moments. We have to win every moment in the game, whether it's a ruck clear, a tackle, an execution of a pass. And I believe in this team, and as individuals, I believe we'll create opportunities. So on Sunday, it's about taking them.
Over 600 caps this team contains. Is experience something you think is going to be vital in this match next week?
Hugely, and this will be the first time that this team have all been fit and available. We're missing probably 2 or 3 players from every available Scotland player. So to get a squad that has this experience for such a big game is a real bonus. Your experience is important. Experience with form, experience with recent form and really good physical shape makes it even more valuable. And that's what we've got with this group this weekend.
You must feel that you couldn't have gone any better prepared in terms of just having every fit, every on form to any such a big match.
Well, we could have had Sam Skinner available, Jamie Ritchie and Blair Kinghorn, who you might have found out had recurring symptoms after yesterday's session we had 2 days ago. So that would have been nice to have those guys available. But given the amount of players that you tend to have unavailable, this is the strongest squad that we can select from.
Right, did you talk about the attrition that Ireland tried to bring to the game and how you can combat that?
Yeah, and we don't need to talk about it too much, because we play them every year, and our professional teams play Leinster, Munster, Ulster teams that play similar rugby to Ireland. The biggest game that our players played prior to the summer test was the Glasgow Leinster final, which ended up being in poor weather, which could be the case on Sunday, and that became a game of attritional rugby outside 9 and a lot of kicking. We know that Ireland like to dominate possession. They believe that if they can gain line against the defence and tire a defence out, then openings will appear. They also believe that with the ball they've got more chance of winning penalties, which can lead to opportunities for points either through a line-out drive or through kicks at goal. So we know what's coming, and we know the effort that will be required to stop that. We have to win the ball back. We have to win collisions, and we have to put huge tackle numbers throughout our pack especially, but right throughout our 15.
The fact that the scoreline might suggest, but you were very close in the spring. You could, as a game, Scotland could have won. Do you draw comfort from that, or what do you take from that kind of game? Had you taken your chance?
Well, the first half was 40 minutes of rugby that we set out to play and delivered. We had a bad break in terms of a player getting injured, and Ireland scoring in the back of that. And then at 10-12, just before half time, we had an opportunity after 24 phases to score in the corner that we didn't take. We had another couple of opportunities still at 10-12 at the beginning of the second half that through poor execution, I think one we got penalised at a ruck, another time we didn't clear Sean O'Brien off the ball. We didn't take those opportunities. Then Ireland scored a try, which was an unlikely try. Joey Carberry was about 20 yards behind the ruck, broke through 2 tackles, and that changed the game. That was the winning margin, I think, was 9 points. So the game was set up to be a much closer affair. The game was set up for us to make more of what we did in that first half. And going back to what I said before, we've got to make sure those moments count and those opportunities are taken this weekend.
The last few years, Gregor, Scotland have done pretty well in the first half against Ireland, but struggled to maintain it through the game. But what are you doing this time to make that different?
Well, we believe we are in the best physical condition that we've ever been in, and we've seen that through how the players themselves have worked as individuals, but also what we're doing in training and games as a team. We pride ourselves on finishing games strongly, which we tend to do. Against Ireland, maybe that's a bit different, in that we've started better. We know Ireland always starts strong, so to be in the game at half-time, to be ahead in the game at half-time, will put more added pressure on them. So our goal is to start strong, finish stronger.
Do you think the pressure is more on them, though, because they have this world ranking that they need to live up to?
Pressure isn't really something that will be in the minds of either teams. It'll be delivering your best performance. So the outside pressure of whether they are favourites or not doesn't come into it. It's knowing your roles and knowing that you're able to deliver what you can physically. And Ireland have showed in the last 2 games that they're back on form, back to the level of rugby that beat every team that they played against 12 months ago.
Jordan, Larmour, Ian, does that change your strategy, your thinking at all?
No, we have to be aware of who he is as a player and his strengths and areas that we can put him under pressure. So knowing their team obviously helps that. But he's an excellent player. If you give him space, then he'll exploit that. We know Rob Kearney is a very key player for them, and him not being available, like Keith Earls, means it's a changed Irish team, but it's now an opportunity for someone else to play.
Does the fact that Kearney's not there and his experience, his incredible nous in covering the backfield possibly present opportunities?
Well, it's an opportunity for Jordan Larmour, and for him, he's played for Ireland a number of occasions. He's a very exciting talent. He works hard, and anyone that plays in the Ireland team knows their role and what they need to do. Rob Kearney is a brilliant player. He's played very well against Scotland in recent games, and I thought he was in very good shape against Wales. So it will be a blow for him personally, and obviously such an experienced player. It'll be a disappointment for Ireland potentially, but it's now up to those players to take their opportunities.
Do you have any
Just the last one for live.
Do you have any definitive weather forecast as yet?
No, we 2 days ago it was looking like it would be almost in the middle of a typhoon. Today it says afternoon is going to be dry, evening wet. So I don't know when the afternoon turns to evening. We're kicking off at 4:45, and usually with the weather forecast, you're looking on the day of a game just to make sure you've got that right. But we were on the pitch today. It's an excellent condition. There's going to be a game tomorrow night on the pitch. I believe it'll be dry tomorrow. So let's wait and see until Sunday.
Okay, moving to Michael.